So, the question today, why am I not content? Content comes from contentment. Now, suppose why is not peaceful in this room? If I put radio, TV, noise, I'll have to remove that noises so to be quiet. The same way, all the time, this running machine, computer, so-called thinking brain, always at a speed 10 miles, 20 miles, and it become like 200 miles. So it become out of control. The same way, the life which is in four states, sleeping, dreaming, waking, and the transcendental state. Now we have reflection of transcendental once in a while, but in real reality, the being is natural state, is all the time, of the time, in the time. That the reality that cannot be earned or gained, but we are running after the reflection of thinking and becoming and trying methods to improve that thinking and becoming more and more and more and more and more and more and get totally lost. It's like you try to meditate in the freeway. No, first and last is get out of the freeway and then watch the freeway. Don't need to control the traffic. First you control the traffic of the your ego and mind. So their decorative words, how do I get enlightened? How do I become peaceful? How did I get into samadhi? So let's look at the word being, human being, which is your birthright, not birthright, but in the words. You are it, tattvamasi. Thou art that, thou art idam, here and now. But godliness laughing at you, hey man, you are a big fool, you're upside down. All your mimicry, your basura noise of the head, man trying to become woman, woman like to become man, but they forget that being is eternal, eternity already there is. That is the Can you become 5-year old? Can you show me your 5-year old? You like to become with the surgery if you have some money to spend on that surgeons and all that. But it's all perfectly perfect when you understand that the truth does not change and lies are meant to change. They keep on changing all the time because they are made up of the time, for the time, in the time. Reflection is the real world. The great Guru Shankaracharya say mithya means appearing as real like the dream state. So the Maharishis, yogis were the real scientists. They were not dissecting the symptoms, they were not dissecting the shadow. They were saying, find out the real body, like three bodies. One gross body, which you see with the eyes, subtle body, which you don't see with the eyes, and there is a third eternal eternity, which already is embodied as a body, but you cannot see, and that does not change. But that you cannot because it's not an object. You are it. The near element, the fire element, like the pot maker, put the rod of iron, and after a while, big fire enters in that iron, start looking like fire. The same way, the dance of the consciousness cannot be seen unless it is seen through the body mind, and it's all one consciousness. It cannot be divided. One can put the words, the old time, good time, new time, bad time, those are the words. But it's all one cell, one organism. Vishwa, Ananta, infinity. Infinity include the finite already. That's how the mind is seeking the no mind, the eternal mind, which is coming from the more confused, disturbed, the more fiery fire, gaining the wealth, material wealth. Absolutely nothing wrong in that because it's all the dance of the consciousness. And they get and they leave it behind, but nobody telling them, the dead body, hey, did you lose your wealth when you are saying goodbye? There is no one to tell. The same way, there is no past, no future. It's illusory, illusion. And all astrology analysis, how was your child? Nowadays, extreme stupidity. You go in Beverly Hills Street, you'll find the stores loaded and filled up with the nails and lips, and that is all left. There will be more stores for the nails of the dogs and cats, and that is the drama of the extreme stupidity, foolishness, but they have to play. So, all that is the dream world, other world, whether Hebrew or Latin, mitha, appear as appearance, like the dream appearance. Do you have time and energy to look at it? No, you're already in the dream. How can I see the very structure of our thinking is made up of it? It does get window pleasures, not the gate. So then it keep on seeking eternal pleasure. Go ahead. Body, mind, give that windows. You have itch in your back, you rub it. How long? 5 minutes, 10 minutes. How long? Honeymoon. How long? So this goes on unless the seeker find the real seeker. If it is finding seeker on material world, there is no material world. It's all creation of the mind and the ego. There is no division. If your heart chakra opens, then all become unifiedness, wholeness, oneness. because it cannot divide. If you want to understand it, zero appear as zero, nothingness, and yet include all the numbers. So, like people watching a movie in a movie theater, and 100% will say the real. For example, if you tell people that would they want a dinner in the movie, no, all want the real. The same way, in future, time will become plastic and it will be so realistic that you can buy them the lot and real estate in heavens because they are addicted to the mental state, conceptual state. It is the bad habit, like an alcoholic bad habit. Before the evening dine of a wine, now is drinking in the morning. So nothing is good or bad, but thinking makes it so unless you invite and ask for the cancer and enjoy it. Enjoy the white, which you are addicted to white cells. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. I love you all. Now, from to, that's the English word love. In Sanskrit, prema, premananda means the bliss, non-stop pleasure without the object, like a 5-year-old child giggles. Divine fermentation, which is already dancing, being, happening, working, thinking, doing, all one, and not fragmented, not divided. The moment we divide life, then it becomes more and more difficult to unify. So, the more human being, not the human doers, human doing, then life float like a float. Otherwise, you're struggling, swimming, running, fighting, quarreling, and not enjoy the real joy of life. The real joy already is. Like if I have this room and I set off all the curtains, black curtains, all the gates, what can I see? The light. The same way, I am slave of the habit of objects, thinking, gaining, running, collecting. Unless the invitation from the black hole comes, the invitation from black hole Mahakala comes that, what are you doing, my kids? That's how they cannot forget God, because godliness is before and after and in the middle. But you are the godliness. It's like misusing the life. Imagine a billionaire has already treasure under their floor and they are working hard 9 to 5 for million or 100 million. but still bigger fool, not knowing what you are. Now that you cannot be void or devoid of the being, beingness is the other word of silence, of quietness. Can I get through chemicals, herbs? Yes, temporary reflection, but you want to be 1 minute king or 1 day king or 100-year king or eternal, which you already are. So just returning to the paradise here and now, right here now. Om Shanti. This cannot be described with words. That's how great schools say that be in satsang, company of the truth, by the truth, of the truth. Can I give my joy and bliss to you online, on the phone? Yes, double yes, because already you are. Already you are. Listen to your own self. The light nobody can give to you because someone can say, I can light your lamp. This is not that kind of lamp. It's not that kind of light which misses. You already are. Only wasting time, the real time, by the fake time of products, thoughts, that's all. Jumbo bumbo. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om.